that going for next week potentially.
We are. We are ready to go. We have the players in the lobby. We'll get stuck into map bans. You can stick with this Wardog. I haven't got your cam for map bans, but you definitely can give you 2 cents.
That's okay.
I will put you on the map bans next time we have you in the cast. But yeah, we'll get stuck into map bans. I do apologise, Wardog. So you get to see my fat head, unfortunately, and Killer's beautiful face. Even though I did get voted a better bid. It's 2v1. Stay tuned, chat.
I will see the 2.
2v1.
Best of 5.
No.
2v1, best of 5,
Is it
chat.
a best of 5?
It's a best of 5. I'm not good. We're not ready for it right now, so don't fucking disgrace me. But it is a best of 5 for CV1. It's not about us, and we do have Warlock with us for the cast. We're very excited.
Last time you called that poll, I wasn't available to have my camera up, so
7-6.
It was a bit of
I saw
7-6.
Watching you, Killer.
7-6.
7-6. I saw it. I did vote twice on my 2 alt accounts.
So then it's really 7-5 and
no,
I win it.
No, I didn't say that. I'm being honest. I voted for it.
I did vote for Adam only because
Thank you, Waldog, mate.
Kilo upset me with one comment. But
Waldog, my boy. That's 2,000 bucks. That's my guy right there. Reffing.
Just going to change the teams back for the time being because he will screw up the map ban.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about the map bans. We just need the final result. So don't panic, players in the lobby. We'll get to the result. We know what's happening. So thank you to the players for being patient. They are in the lobby. They're ready to go. They're raring to go. So we'll get into the map bans with Kilo.
I'm just curious. While we got Waldog here, what is Waldog looking forward to? What map does he want to see out of these?
Good
teams?
goal. Good goal.
Out of these 2 teams, I mean, I don't know. I want to see something that hasn't been played, and that's why we went with Chalet today.
I loved Chalet.
Because Chalet hadn't really been played. Yeah. So I guess another Chalet could be good. Obviously, one of the coastlines or consulates. I'm a bit sick of Villa, and Villa hasn't really been treating us well.
They're loving Villa.
FD will be trying to push for that Villa. FD will also be trying to push for Clubhouse. They've absolutely... They played a very good game against Rans last week. They've played Villa against Nefarious and won that. We've played Villa against... who else was it? They just won it. I think it was you guys. Actually, GSE. They took Villa against. Have they played?
Yeah, they played us on Villa 7-5 again. But we won't talk about that.
Every time 7-5.
7-5
next map ban. I think Fortress Death banning out. I think it's going to be either Consulate or Coastline. They don't really want to be taking those fights out. There's Coastline goes out.
You get it right every time, Kilo. It's incredible. It's actually
next
uncanny.
One out, I think, might be either Villa or Clubhouse, because that is if NME have been paying attention to anything in the league, you don't take Fortress Death to Villa, and after last week, you don't take them to Clubhouse because they can tangle with Rans, who we just saw demolish Matrix just that little bit, even though Matrix were definitely in it.
I just feel as though Kilo's looking over my shoulder because he seems to know exactly what.
He's incredible, mate.
He doesn't. As though he's looking at my sticky note, looking at the band.
Johnny, he's the map ban king, bro. Like, I generally get the predictions right in the scores. This man just knows exactly what teams are going to play. He does his homework. He does his homework.
All right, gold star to you, Kilo, if you can guess the next map being banned.
I think the next one being banned, seeing as it's a Fortress Death ban, it's going to be the Consulate coming out. They don't want to play that frag.
Surely it's Consulate.
This fan's cracked, honestly.
No, it's Chalet.
It's Chalet.
Okay.
Wow.
I
don't know the order. I know the final result, but I don't know the exact order, but I know the result.
Okay, if they take them to Oregon, this could be very, very good, setting Fortress Death up for the finals spot that they are very close at attaining. Consulate is going to be banned out, and Fortress Death get to pick between Clubhouse and Oregon. If I'm Fortress Death right now, I would hide Oregon. If you've got any strats for it, hide it. Don't play it. You just hide any strats that you've got, save them for finals, and play your Clubhouse. They've seen how you play your Clubhouse last week, but I don't think that or at least they're going to struggle to try and take that Clubhouse off.
Thoughts, Waldog?
If I was them, Silk Bros was just pulling up some amazing players on Clubhouse. So maybe if I was them, maybe go Clubhouse again, because Oregon is played a lot. Everyone knows how to play Oregon. So
the enemy love it.
Maybe Silk Bros has just come up with some more big brain stuff on Clubhouse.
Adam, thoughts?
I know Enemy love they love Oregon, so I know the map outcome, but I'm shocked. I don't think FD knows Enemy. They haven't done the research on it, but Enemy love Oregon. That's all
So
I'm
it's
saying.
going to be going to Oregon, isn't it?
We're going to Oregon.
That's a
later
going
on
to
in
be
the
going
month.
to Oregon.
alert, chat.
Well, this will be an interesting one.
Chalet was not I think it's the second game we've seen on Chalet Wizard, I think.
Yeah,
From memory.
We saw one
early.
on Chalet early on.
Might have been
It
the
was either
first week.
1 or
Yeah,
week
week
2,
1, yeah. I can't remember the exact teams, but I think we've seen one on Chalet. Maybe we've seen one on Consulate, one Chalet, and one Coastline. I know we've got one and one now. Possibly 2 on Chalet. We're iffy on the second, but definitely one and one now. I'm pretty sure it was week 1.
There was one Chalet
Yeah, so
early,
we're
so
two on Chalet.
one of them.
Yeah, 2 Chalet, 1 Coastline, 1 Consulate so far. So, but look, the players in the lobby, we are good to go. We have Waldog with us this one. Excited for it. I think it's going to be a banger game. There's a lot of FD fans in chat. A lot of people stuck around. Appreciate you guys sticking around at 11 o'clock watching this game. It's going to be a banger. Let's get stuck in and enjoy the match, chat. And let's get stuck into this one.
Let's see who FD have picked for their roster. Is it going to be the Core 5 or are they going to have JMag dropped in? I believe it's going to be the Core 5.
I'm going to take a bathroom break. Bulldog, you and Kilo can jump to these map bands.
No problem.
Operator bands first up. Who do you want to see banned out, Wardog?
I would like to see someone other than the generic Thatcher, Jackal, Cade, and maybe Ella or Clash. Fortunately.
See, I think NME might actually elect to keep the Jackal in, and we might see something different coming out because Fortress don't exactly roam too much.
I would like to see a mute band from Flores.
Oh, there we go. There's the Flores band. That's your favorite operator at the moment, Wardog. He's out.
Flores can be used for so many situations. He's the best at clearing out utility, but in getting the kills, if you set up, especially on border, if you send your Flores drone into half wall, you'll at least have 3 people. There's the mute band. There we go.
You got insider information, have you, Wardog?
Maybe I'm a bit telepathy. Yes, I'm very good at English. And surely this one's just going to be a Clash or an Ella. Maybe, if it's a Cade, it could be huge for Fortress. It's Cade. This could be very huge for Fortress. 2
of the 3 Walden Isle operators off the board. It's going to be left all the way down to Bandit for an Oregon hold. That's huge.
That's insane.
If you're NME, you're starting on defense. Why would you not keep the Cade in?
That's pretty unusual.
It's a definitely an interesting pick to be trying to ban out the Cade when you're starting on defense, especially after the mute goes down early. It leaves a lot of creativity open for the defenders. Now we are going to be seeing an elite skin coming out for, I believe that's Exotic.
Ooh, 6 pick.
I hope he's
6 pick, Nathan. 6 pick, Nathan.
6 pick it. Do you think?
He's locked it in.
Nathan.
We'll play this one out. This one will be a bit of a it'll be a tick on the it'll be a sorry, not a tick, it'll be a strike on
give the warning out to Exotic that elite skins are elite skins are out.
He might have forgotten. We do give the benefit of the doubt for 1 round. We're not tyrants in this league. We did give the benefit of the doubt twice to FD last week with Swedish Charlie.
Season 1.
Season 1.
Season 2, we're going to crack down on it.
Yeah, correct. Gila, correct. Well said.
Charlie, he loves to play the Finker, especially in ranked.
Yep.
So I'd like to see, he does do some pretty generic pushes, but sometimes you'll just see the kill feed go absolutely off. So I'd love to see where he pushes in.
This goated Waldog. This is the kind of great insight. This is the kind of insight we need. Like, just, the players. You play at this level.
Yeah.
Great to see you give some insight into the rounds and what you think the players are going to do. So. Awesome.
No worries.
This is an absolute menace, though, on whatever operator you put him on. So
he's
taking Finker LMG as well, which is...
Well, he's going all in, I think.
We may see the white stairs rush from him. Okay. Just gone 6 straight up white.
Oh. Spewy's on the drone. Spewy's on the... Where is he? Let's find him.
A couple of drones coming out
hiding?
here.
I'm trying to find him. Oh, no, he's... Oh, shit. Oh, no. This is
Ooh,
not good.
this could be a situation.
This is not good.
Insurgents
Oh.
Ryan is going to be spotted out,
Oh.
and the shots are not going to quite land as Insurgents then dips back. Ryan on Insurgents, looking for a challenge with JMag, but JMag is nowhere to be found. He's the sub for FD and not required for this
Oh,
round.
Silk.
Silkrose does manage to find Exotic, and that is the Jaeger off the board. Epic Gabak does get tagged up by a C4 and gets finished off by Rayox on the Wamai. Young Spewy gets tagged up in a little bit of a gunfight as well with, I think it was the Ops.
Is that the DMR?
Managed to take a shot. It is the DMR.
It's
on
trending.
that.
It's trending.
It is trending, but the
Thank you
Ops
to
does
Silk
get taken out by
Bros.
Silk Bros. Silk Bros knowing what that DMR can do and knowing how to counter it.
Yes, he's the goat on that
using
DMR.
some voodoo magic to finish it off. Couchy
He's the goat.
does take some shots, but Flixie finds Venus, and that is
Silk's
Winger
in
off
sight,
the
I
board
think- I
without
believe.
anything else.
I believe Silk's in sight. He's dead.
Rayox is going to be taking out Silk Bros, and that is a 2v3 with Rayox finding his way back to site and sitting on that top white hold in games. Flixie has found his way back onto site as well off the roam and is looking for just the last two players of FD. One of which is in trophy on Young Spewy, the ace. Insurgents looking for that final kill there. Not sure where it's going to be coming from necessarily.
If I'm FD right now, I'm trying to think how in the world am I going to do this because they haven't got main wall open. They've got an attic open, but Insurgents is very aware of the attic push and he's clearly holding that. So they just have to try and get it pick off and ace push into trophy.
Ooh.
And they've gotten picked
nearly
off.
taking out Insurgents, but does fall to the bandit, but he's not sure. I don't think he knows that he's down.
No,
or he does,
he
and
doesn't.
he's more worrying about Young Stewie.
Oh, the Wamai.
Does get caught by a Wamai Magnet. Doesn't manage to take out the Arumi Gate. Free Fires are going to come out in games and come out
Stewie.
into the back bunks. Doesn't manage to hit anything. Flixie does manage to light him up quite a bit. Repeating that and gets killed out there by... who was that? Young Spewy died to
That was Reyes.
Insurgents. Oh,
Reyes.
Reyes.
Big round for Reyes. Very big round.
Triple for him. Insurgents taking out Couchy and Flixie finding, I believe that was Venus.
Yes. Very FD that round, would you say, Waldog? That didn't feel like a FD round. Yeah.
They had everything perfect up until the final minute and a half, I'd say. They didn't get the main wall open, which is kind of crucial for that if you're going to go for that standard attic and main wall push.
Absolutely.
So NME held them off very well there.
But we do know that Fortress Death is a lot stronger on their defenses.
Yeah.
They've come back from 5-1 down on their after their attacking half, so we can't ever count them out when they start on that attack. Their attacks always seem to be very, I guess, a lot more haphazard than we see some of the attacks be.
I feel like as Fortress Death is extremely strong in defense, they've chosen attack first to try and get a few rounds in maybe. And then I'm predicting the absolute demolishment of NME.
Yep. We saw it. We did see it on Villa. Sorry, Kilo. We did see it on Villa when they were. Both times. Club 5-0 down and Villa 4-1 down, I believe.
4-1 down against
Nefarious and won that, and they 5-0 down on attack on Rands last week. Won both. So as you said, Waldog perfectly. And Kilo's noted plenty of times. I think that's it's a hallmark of what they're at. The defense is incredible.
Definitely have a much stronger defense. They're a fortress. It is in their name. They could not have been named more appropriately for their play style.
So now we're going to see the mirror and also the elbow hold with smoke, which is absolutely insane if you want to lock down blue. Because with the new... Venus just slamming Insurgents.
And that is the Jaeger off the board. One of the roamers already cleared, and it looks like we're all back down into sight. No more roamers on the table. You were saying there, Waldog.
Yeah, with the new mirror rework, it's super easy to counter the mirror just knifing it. But having that smoke holding elbow, you just hold the cross on that. It's just free picks.
As players move into a hatch is going to be open. C4 is tossed out and finds nothing but air. We're looking at Flixie falling off that mirror location. He's going to be opened as well, giving a line of sight to both the attackers and defenders through that spot. Silkbros on the Jackal here as well, not being banned out by either side. He's going to be holding that Zulu cross. Epic Gabba is going to be tagged out just a little bit, and I believe that was from the smoke that through and might have direct impacted him as he tried to run through. Young Spewy is just going to drone and take the time, let the breach be open. They are going to fall off that elbow hold and reinforce it back. Rayerx back onto site now with that elbow control given up. They are going to realize that. The Ops is going to tag up Venus, who already has a kill in this round and has the opener onto Insurgents. Free Fires are going to come out through the wall onto Pillars, but not manage to find anyone. And Venus firing back through that. It's going to pre-fire into Freezer. They are playing a bit further out of Freezer, but Epic Gabba is going to find or try and pick the exact same angle.
I was just about to say, Wiener still has 2 nades that he can absolutely save the round here. If he pushes in through that E-box door and chucks the nade over, he could potentially set up a plant.
CD4 does go out and doesn't manage to take it out, but Epic Gabba does find the Ops, who is playing in Freezer. It's down to Exotic and Rayerx. Rayerx with a shotgun in hand, not a lot of ammo, but does manage to take one out before falling himself to Silkbros. Exotic now needing to find 3. One of them is downed, however, so it's a glorified 1v2. Looking for Silkbros, looking for Epic Gabba, who is planting, needing to shut down the plant as well. Finding the Nomad charge, but gets shut down by Silkbros on the Jackal. Massive round for Silk there. He takes the round out there. Well done by FD.
Yeah, it's very good attacking round. You can see NME struggled with the hatch as they banned Cade, so they would probably be kicking themselves in the foot for that one. But we'll see where they go this time. They seem to be going downstairs again, so let's see if they switch it up a little bit.
Very odd ban on the Cade on defense. I think it's going to be to the detriment, unfortunately. That felt like the first one felt like a little bit of a warm-up for FD. They weren't quite self, but you could see the FD in that attack right there. Unfortunately, he had an opportunity. He didn't. You got to love no points being on because he didn't know he downed him. So he was so paranoid about that guy being on the bottom main stairs. And then he had to shoot the Nomad charge, which kudos to him game sense wise to be able to shoot that, recognize it was there. But unfortunately, the minute he shoots it, it gives away his position. So they just swarmed on him and he was dead. So, but really,
man's got a good gaming headset.
Yeah, he does.
Sound cue that there is a Nomad jab just above the doorway.
It was unfortunate position to be in for him being last alive in that situation. We've all been there. We've all been there.
He did play it very, very well against a very coordinated roster such as Fortress Death. He did do incredibly well and made the right plays. It just wasn't at the right time necessarily.
Agreed.
We're going to see the Cav now come into play, which is a perfect counter for Jackal. However, FD are very good at roam clearing, so the Cav should be playing a very passive roam.
Yeah. And possibly roaming around Freezer, making sure that there's no pings given off for any of that Freezer movement. But then, at the same time, we've seen the other counter being brought out by Tokyo, which is just prone down the stairs.
Tokyo? If you got a Tokyo, you love Tokyo, bro.
He comes out with some of the best
things.
He comes out with some of the best things.
Oh my god, he does. The crawling on the ground was incredible. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, Silkbros finding Insurgents as an opening
not like
kick.
that.
Ryan going out with the Elder and not quite managing to win any of the gunfight or even hit a shot, and it's a free kill for Fortress Death straight off the bat.
The second round where Fortress Death have gotten the first pick within 30 seconds.
Ryan, 1 2 minute Red Bulls, unfortunately. You gotta slow it down on the Matchday, buddy.
Flixie is going to be peeking up onto that top stairs and gets hit from an angle that I don't think he knows that existed. The Ops is going to be playing up in that rafter, but does get wall banged, and that's a very, very good drone work there.
Silk's
from
having a
Silk Bros.
monster game. Look at him. He's I
Absolutely
just
going off,
mozzed him.
but as you say that,
Mozzed
Flixie
him.
does manage to
Commentator's
find the
curse.
shot into Silk Bros, and that is the first pick there for NME. Coming out for Flixie or Benny.
The hatch is blown and he's been so aggressive. Reyes.
The hatch is still open. The camera for Maestro has not quite been opened yet. And hasn't been moved in the correct spot. But Venus, having pushed all the way down, Freezer does find one. Finds a second on the Benny. And he is going big here, needing to find one last player. He is on site.
Spewy.
He gets robbed of the 3K.
He did. Venus going off.
But it is the team game, and you can't be mad when the team is performing as it is. Silk Bros having a massive game.
Yeah.
Venus Charlie backing him up. Everyone else on the supporting roles. Couchy and Epic Gabba only having fallen in one of the 3 rounds that has been played so far.
Each team seems to have the player that likes to make the big play and likes to split up the defense. And Venus Charlie is clearly the person for Fortress Death, just sneaking his way down Freezer and just absolutely putting a foot in between the defense of NME.
Beautifully
He's
said.
the one that likes to go on that off angle and likes to just divide the entire site so that the rest of FD can come in and just take each side almost 2-on-4 or 2-on-5 with a cross being held by Venus Charlie. It's a very, very coordinated push, and I don't know if it is a strat that they've worked out that that's what's going to happen, or if Venus just identifies that that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to just cut the site in half and let everyone else do what they do.
It's the irony of this this match is we talk about big plays. Mousy made a play on blue stairs, I believe, in your game.
Yes, an extremely good play.
Oh my god, he literally got 3 kills and literally tagged the 3rd one down to 0 health. And it was probably the clinical round. You won 2 rounds on attack, and that was literally the you won 7 the game 7-5. We talk about big impact rounds, big impact players. Mousy had one of those rounds on blue stairs for you guys in that game, so very interesting that you talk about that because it's a very good insight.
That's what I was trying to achieve with the Flores plays, and as he is now my favorite operator, that's what you can do with him.
Yeah, he's goated. He's very strong. People aren't sleeping on him, bro. They're sleeping on him.
You did get a couple of those big plays, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going back to that, you did get a couple of those very, very big plays. I think it was more later into the game. You got a 3K and then a 4K followed up straight afterwards. It was
Reyes. Oh, Reyes did a good
going
play.
for the run out, but
Unlucky.
not managing to stop the cross.
It was a
Silk.
smart play, but it was unlucky.
Smart play, but Silk Bros is smarter.
Exactly. He's just better.
Trying to emulate the success we've seen from that run out from Killerman, but not quite realizing that Silk Bros is holding the cross and being able to cover his teammate from that doorway. So Rayox is going to fall with a little bit of tagging onto Silk, and that's the Jackal. They're still with 3 charges in the back pocket.
You can see Fortress Death trying to... Exotic taking out the Nomad.
Big.
Exotic. That is a big pick, and the flank watch is definitely going to be going down, but he's straight on drones. He's not watching a teammate, he's watching a drone, watching that flank drone that he might have set up earlier. Now flicking through teammates, seeing if he can give any calls.
Smart not to shoot that drone. Very smart. There was no one on it, so it was no need to give you sound cue here. He knows no one's on it. Very smart.
Or it's facing the wrong way.
He gets the kill from it. Beautifully
does find
played.
Venus. He gets the kill very well for that. Silk Bros managing to find Flixie though, and it's a trade of 1v1. Main breach has been opened. The Ops is going to take that spot right back into the hands of NME.
Spewy has the bomb, so that's very lucky for them right now.
Spewy does have the bomb. It wasn't given to Venus or Epic Gabba, the 2 players that have fallen. Silk Bros is going to be pushing in through Attic, and is he going to find any of those kills? He's looking through the rotate, not managing to find anything. He's going to rappel straight in and get downed and killed by Couchy by Insurgents. Sorry, Silk Bros is going to find a second. The Ops and Insurgents falling, both the Silk Bros. Exotic is going to get the trade out onto Exotic. But it's now a 1v1 for Young Spewy. Young
Ooh,
Spewy is
exotic.
taking damage.
Nice
What a
shot.
shot.
Takes
That was
the
a
shot.
great shot.
Young Spewy stepping in a goo mine, taking that damage over time. Still not able to find Exotic's head as he quick peeks round the bunk.
Can we just appreciate Walldog right here and you give some insights? Silbros is on 10 kills on 4 attacking rounds. This is nutty. This man's on track for a monster game. They haven't got the defense yet. He's on 10 kills.
Silk Bros, he doesn't usually play the fragger either, but he still has 10 kills. He's just cleaning them up.
I think it's game 5. He's had that many alcoholic beverages that he's fired up and ready to go.
I was going to say he's probably pissed down a couple of VBs or Carlton drafts or his drink of choice. The VBs
Silk Bros does like the wine.
Oh, really?
He does like the wine at
Okay.
the end of the night, so maybe he's a bit more mellowed and can snap onto their heads.
I've seen the
he's a
VB, which is
character.
very questionable. Walldog, very questionable, the VB.
Oh, extremely.
Thank you. Very questionable in the VBs. I saw you drinking the Coronas before. Well, someone said ciders. I said no, Walldog's not on the ciders. He's on the Coronas. Thank you. Someone said the Ronas. They said he's on the Ronas. Thank you.
Which
Right,
you
they
have
clarified.
reminded me at the
Come on,
end
mate.
of this round, I shall be grabbing another one. Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome, mate. Gotta love Friday night beers in games, mate. Nothing better.
Hydrate.
Oh, that was another thing I forgot to add. After the amazing speech from Danny Respawn, I had two beers sitting in front of me. One that I hadn't started, one that I was finishing. Absolutely downed them, and then we all just got at it.
Let's go. You need the beer, the power of the beer, not the Red Bull, the beer.
Yes, so we do not endorse
No, we
underage
don't.
drinking
Thank you.
or operating a very advanced game whilst under the influence. However, in some cases, it can be an extreme advantage.
This man
In
is. We
moderation.
need to get this man
In
on the road.
moderation.
This guy needs to be a permanent co-host. It's a shame you're playing in the league. I'll happily sit out for you, Walldog. You are nailing it right now, mate. On fire. Bouncing up
Adam,
kilo very well.
I would be happy to cast every single game 5.
We get you in every week, mate. We love the insight, mate. Absolutely love it.
All right, the Fortress Death team have been released from their spawn cages, and they are going to be pushing the basement site this time for NME. They have decided to reattempt the basement after a very dominant display from Fortress Death last time it was attempted. A little bit less on the run here, except for Rayox, who does get taken down very quickly by Weenus Charlie, who then stims himself back up to full health. And the rest of the team with the temporary hit points as well.
When is Charlie trying to look for his signature move of absolutely slicing up and slitting the defense? Young Spew with an amazing pick onto Flixie.
But does
okay.
get immediately retraded by Exotic, who stands... No, it's Insurgents just standing in the doorway, taking out Epic Gabba. And
Ryan's
that
having a good
is
game.
a 3v3. This is definitely one of the closer rounds that we've seen so far. It's either swung one way or the other. Silk Bros does take a little bit of damage. I believe that was from either grenade or a bit of explosives.
Couchy,
Couchy running
yes.
into sight and getting felled by Insurgents.
Ryan's having a monster game. That's a
Big
cheeky little
play
MNK
there
right
for
there,
his
Ryan. That's a
friends.
cheeky MNK right there. That is not controller. That is not controller.
Does manage to try and find the head of Silk Bros, who is
Oh, here comes
also-
Weenus Charlie.
But
Getting
Weenus Charlie
picked
being
off.
seen by the ops, and it's all down to Silk, who has had a massive game. That's one.
He can
Oh,
clutch
Silky
these.
got this in the
He
bag.
wins
Gonna
these, yeah. He
reload.
wins these. They're gonna pick him because they're dumb.
Or another
Silky
one.
wins these.
Yeah, he's gonna peek.
There you
Why are
go.
they peeking? Thank God.
Peeking
Someone had a
from
brain.
Pillars. But Silk Bros is going to rotate back up and go for a different site take as well. Looking at finding the electrical side and not...
Where is the
Exotic hiding in the
Exotic?
corner here,
Yeah.
leaning into the corner. Now,
He's in a rat hole.
interestingly enough, your profile doesn't change when you lean into a corner. So all you're giving is Silk Bros the ability to see you before you see him.
Enemy completely unaware that Silk Bros has completely rotated.
It's better to just
Oh, isn't it? I don't think
stay
there's enough
straight
time.
up, no lean.
Is he gonna get
Leave
hit by the
it
cap
with
can
no
here?
lean.
Is there a cap can?
No, there was no cap
Oh.
can there. No one on the rotate either.
Why are you
He's going to be
peeking?
swung, but he misses the shot there, and the jammer is going to block his vision as
Yeah,
the
unlucky.
round ends. Silk Bros giving it the best shot he could, but the best shot was not good enough against an enemy defense on the basement.
Are we underselling enemy here? They're up 3-2. I know we talk and we laud about FD's defense, but I guess 4-2 is standard. Is that fair to say, Walden and Kilo? I think 4-2 is pretty standard.
The 4-2 split is
so
good.
I guess 3-3 is above average for FD, but you have to give credit to enemy. They're 3-2 in front here. And
look, they are in front
they are
of
playing
Fortress
well.
Death. Fortress Death is the second team. They are pretty much undefeated. The only defeat that they had was against the now
Rakes of all people.
And if that had been a match later in the season,
probably
we could
different.
be seeing an undefeated Fortress Death here. But alas, that is another alternate universe that I speak about so much on this broadcast that we are just not a part of right now. Fortress Death have got a loss, and NME could provide the upset of the season right here if they were to beat Fortress Death and almost knock them out of contention for that final spot.
I did play a custom replacing, I think I replaced Insurgents yesterday. Sorry, I replaced the Ops yesterday in a practice scrim against GSE. And enemies' comms and their mindset towards the tournament and the game are completely on it. You have Reyes and Flixie kind of butting heads in terms of IGL. But when in terms of a push, they are completely on it and they back their plan. So I don't think we should sleep on NME.
Very good insight, Wald. I'd love to hear that, mate. Very awesome stuff.
It's good to know that they can work together and really start getting some of that momentum together. And they've had one of the more stable rosters over the entire season as well. They're about on par with you guys, Waldog. But we can see that they have a lot the for this.
This could be a massive upset to knock off FD. Like, let's be honest, massive upset for the season.
It'd be the biggest upset of the season.
I agree.
We could be witnessing.
Agreed.
And they are 3-2 up. And yes, Fortress Death do have to go under their defense. So we can't count them out. But it is it's looking very, very good for NME.
Absolutely.
If they can win this round.
4-2 is great.
They've chosen to go the meeting site with a castle.
Oh, he punched the window beautifully. That's 2,000 IQ by Spooey. 2,000 IQ. That
Only one person holding the kitchen side.
Really
if they get rid of that castle, they're
That's completely irrelevant.
into that side.
Yeah, the mirror's now defunct. It means nothing right now to right them. That's so smart, Spooey. 2,000 IQ right there. They messed up there. They just didn't realize what the mirror buff can do. You just gotta walk up and punch it. The castle.
No
the castle
security rotate.
Is Flixie on castle?
Flixie will take out Silk Bros, the star player currently.
Flixie is Benny. Benny going off, bro. Or Venus. Benny SN. Love it.
Venus will take out the mirror.
Benny's downstairs. Well,
what is Benny doing?
It's a nice room here. Alright, this is going to be a really interesting round here. Alright, let's see what they come up with.
FG trying to utilize that attack onto the kitchen side, but now enemy are aware of the push there. Flixie's still sitting around in basement trying to catch off maybe one of the splices that FD are now famous for as of Venus Charlie. Venus trying to find an angle into that Goyo shield, but they've pushed off it. Flixie going for a flank on backstairs. Will he be able to find anybody? The cam's still up, so they know no one's there. So I don't know why Flixie is still holding that if they have the cam up. A lot of damage taking lobs, and Venus will find him.
Venus is being very, very almost not as aggressive as he should be. But then he finds the kill onto Exotic, and that is a 2v3.
Where's Benny? Benny's huge here. Benny's huge here. Benny could go big here.
Benny looking for the one player. Finding one onto Couchy. That's Couchy down, but they now know where he is. They are going to be watching that side very carefully. Plant does go down as young Spewy or Venus sticks it, whoever had the diffuser.
Ooh,
another doesn't find the kill because young Spewy, manages to hit the head. And that is a 3-3 split in... It's just even. It's not in favor of anyone. But the second half Fortress gets onto their defense, and this is where, in every other map that we've seen, this is where they shine.
In
believe-
that's sorry, you go.
Oregon being picked by Fortress over Clubhouse, I think they've done it to almost send a bit of a statement. They're sending a statement to 7F. They're sending a statement to all the other teams that, yeah, the finals are a best of 3. We have the deepest map pool of everyone. We've got Villa. Villa is ours.
Then you can play. Then you know they can play club too. We've seen that,
Clubhouse,
yeah.
we took out Rand's, and Rand's favorite map is Clubhouse, and we just beat them. We're taking NME on their favorite map, on Oregon of all maps, and they're going, we have the deepest map pool. We have the deepest roster with JMag as a sub. We're here to win it. We're here to be part of that league. And I think it's showing that it's a statement, is what they're trying to make here. It's a statement. Now, I don't know how much of a statement it is with NME taking them 3-3.
Two things. First, if Weenus Charlie on the Ella, if I see Weenus Charlie on the Ella, it means it's Ella's shotgun. So I would be very scared if I was NME now.
That's a
It's
Scorpion.
not. It's the SMG. Hats off to
Scorpion
Weenus
right
Charlie for not using the Ella shotgun, as he is a Reaper on the Ella shotgun in ranked. And the second thing, in the scrim, NME had an idea of what they wanted to do. They were very coordinated, but when it comes down to the execute on their attacks, it got a bit sloppy there, and GSC were able to absolutely clean them up. So it'll be very interesting to see how they attack this map with Fortress Death's extremely well-coordinated defense.
Well, it's good to know that that NME have been scrimming, and I've seen them looking for that scrim quite often in the group chat that we have got. It's good that they found one in GSC. Both teams look like they've been scrimming. Both teams look like they've definitely got those plans ready for that. One of the bandit charges is going to go off from the ash of the ops, and they are going to get that main breach open. Epic Gabba not being able to rotate back fast enough to get bandit charge back on. Flixie is going to take a very big shot on, but Weenus finding, I think that was Rayerx, and that's the Jackal off the board. Epic Gabba is going to be taken out by Benny, who does do a massive run in and swing. Pays off for him. Weenus is going to take a little bit of damage in that gunfight that he won against Rayerx. That's the Jackal off board.
Ooh.
We're now seeing the trophy attic rotate. That can go both ways. It can either be very bad and Couchy in a position right now to shut them down, but if they clear out Couchy, they have an insane rotate there. Usually that's used. He will tag the Nomad, Flixie. Unable to find the kill.
Weenus falling to the ops, but Couchy finding Benny, and that is a 3v3. They do have the ability to refrag there. Exotic finding that angle that was used very early on by Killerman in one of our earlier games. Fantastic angle through game's window. Insurgents being able to push in with that cover from the window here. But not wanting to. Exotic falling off that spot and going back onto that.
He's on the DMR.
Finding the shot onto Exotic with the DMR.
He's on the DMR.
From
GG's.
Rooney.
It'll be interesting to see how NME try to execute a plan or maybe go for the kills here when they know Silk Bros has the longest angle with the DMR, especially watching the jump in and trophy. And Silk Bros will find Insurgents, and that is
And
the
young
round done.
Spewy finds the ops. That's the round. 4-3. Fortress take the lead, I think, for the first time this game.
Great calls, guys. Great calls. You saw Silk Bros in the DMR, and I'm not going to lie. You saw the Renegades, you saw the DMR, you saw the man advantage, and he gets 2 picks to give them the man advantage, and... Ooh,
Now, Waldog, I'm going to ask you a question here. As a connoisseur of the off-meta picks,
Yes.
a Rooney DMR, how do you rate it out of 10? Like 1 to 10, how do you rate it?
I would say it would depend on the day. Sometimes with the off-meta picks, I play Dokkaebi, which kind of makes me want to play a Rooney DMR. But in terms of the Roni, that gun is just a headshot machine. But in Silk Bro's position there, completely cutting up enemies' attacks, sitting at bunks, and they haven't cleared him out, it's the perfect gun for that situation with the damage it does and the range. So in that situation, the DMR all the way.
I think Silk Bros is very good at recognizing where his gun is good
Yeah.
and what not to do.
Spot
with
on.
it. And he doesn't do the what not to do with
Yep.
it. And that's a very...
And
it's
we
huge for
will
that
see
team.
the Alibi shotgun, probably with the 2.0 as of the new patch, which also will be a range gun. So we're most likely to see him playing around laundry, holding the long angles on pillar.
He's
This
very
is
off
also-
metal like you, War Dog. There's 3 people in this league that do it. Hugh, Silk Bros, and the third one's on top of my mind.
When you remember, get back to us,
I
Adam.
will. I lost it.
But Silk Bros is going to muck up that wall just a little bit. We're going to see a very, very extended and aggressive hole here from FD. Not something we see every day of the aggression. This is some nefarious style aggression. He's going to tag up Insurgents just a little bit, even through that kill there. He's going to see the player. Not quite managed to land the shot on. Player is prone there behind.
Silk Bros playing very risky now.
Incredibly aggressive, but the Ops is going to be taken down a lot. Weenus and Young Spewy falling to, I believe it was the Ops as well. He's going to fall off that aggression and take another couple of seconds to think about it. Insurgents does fall to Epic Gabba, and that is the Jaeger being able to make some headway into... And that's the Ops falling for one of the alibi traps there, and having to push back up Freezer and losing that control once again. Epic Gabba pre-firing up to stairs, already win the 1 kill. Couchy this time on the Aruni, this time with the Roni, not quite as game as Silk Bros or as Waldog is in certain situations. That's a long angle for... Oh, the Ops does take out Epic Gabba, and the Ops takes out Couchy. He's on that double.
Ooh.
He finds Silk Bros.
That's absolutely slammed.
Yeah, that was
Silk Bros
sickening.
there.
That was sickening how good that was. That was brilliant.
Enemy really attacking well there, and Fortress were surprisingly quick to give up bunker there,
Yeah.
which allowed
feel
Enemy
like-
to push in very fast.
Yeah, I feel like Fortress there were just way too aggressive on that basement hold. They needed to fall back just a little bit and maybe do a little bit less of an off-meta pick there. There was just a little bit different to what we were... It didn't look like an FD defense. It looked more like
No,
a
it
nefarious
did not.
defense where
Yeah.
it's very aggressive, very roam heavy, very...
It's come to
Out
me.
there.
It's Lacoste or Doki. They both pick off-meta picks. Both of those two. It's come back to me. I apologize. I got stage fright, Killer. I'm sorry.
There wasn't a lot that you could jump
No,
in for
I
either.
lost it, and I apologize. This is the game. We got a game on our hands right now. 4-4.
Very good game.
Nobody expected this. I thought everyone thought it was going to be a wipe, like a 7-2, 7-3. This is 4-4 right now. We got a game on our hands, chat, and ladies and gentlemen.
We do definitely have a game here between Fortress Death and NME.Clan. NME.Clan having been put together through basically Twitch chat and Discord. Fortress and Benny with the captain, massive props to him for being able to put this team together and showing the passion
It does
that he
have a lot
has
of
and
passion,
really
yeah.
taking every team that they've played against
Benny-
nearly to the wire and really pressuring them as well.
Yeah.
Fortress Death being made of 3 IRL friends and then a couple of extras that they've picked up along the way. All of them incredibly strong players.
Oh, I have to admit, Benny plays better in these matches than he does in ranked. I have to admit, I think anyone who watches these games, Benny's a different player in these matches to what he is in ranked. I've played ranked with him a bunch, and
Sort of like
everyone
kicks
sees the
from Matrix.
yeah, exactly. The outcome is not always favourable, but oh my god, they're really pressuring races in here.
Reyes making sure that they take that bunker control very early, noticing that there's no extended elbow hold. Grenade hole is going to be open, and then waiting for the C4. Silk Bros playing
Silk
around the
Bros-
showers hall.
Silk Bros on the Cav trying to one up. I
Oh.
think it was the
Flexi
ops.
is just
Oh,
round the
no,
corner.
he's got him in his
I'm
sights.
not sure if he knows.
Oh my god, he's got him in his sights. Love an interro. We haven't seen an
Sure.
interrogation yet.
Silk
Oh,
Bros
love that
saying
cam.
it's
Wait, what's that
not-
cam? That's a great cam.
Oh, how did you get that?
Yeah, how did he get that in there? I haven't seen that before. That's nuts. Who's the Valk?
Epic Gabba is
Ooh,
the Valkyrie.
epic.
Yeah.
Showing us something new there. I haven't seen that before. Oh, oh my god.
Oh,
He has the
He is
call.
going to be pinged out.
I am sensing an interrogation.
Yep. Where is he
Could
when
potentially be a team interrogation, but there is 2 players around that area. So if Silk Bros is
He's
not
playing
careful,
passive
he
for some
might-
reason. Like, he's not unlike them.
Silk Bros is being
Yeah.
very smart on the Cav. He likes to whip that out sometimes
Mm.
when they're being pressured. Unlike the Ops, I'm pretty sure, who was on the Cav, who was doing an incredibly aggressive roam.
Yeah.
Silk Bros brained the
Rails
rest.
down the
First to
Weenus.
fall to Weenus
Oh,
Charlie.
Weenus.
Weenus finding a second,
Going
another
big.
exotic. Looking for a third. Epic Gabba does find
Big
the
down
third
him.
onto
Oh,
the Ops, finding Young Spewy and Weenus here. Epic Gabba, I think, got the down onto
Oh.
Insurgents. That's Ryan
This is
down.
winnable.
T4 in hand. The Ops swings past. Silk Bros finishes off Insurgents
Oh.
there. The Ops with the quad onto Couchy, looking for Silk Bros, who's in freezer now, knows where he is, needs to cross, has the shotgun in hand, or pistol in hand now, but the shotgun in the back pocket. So not a lot of ranged options. Does manage to cross without much problem. He's going to vault into sight, not looking at the rotate, but does get the down,
No
does get
way.
the finish. Double kill for Silk Bros. Knows where the final player of Flixie is. Both of them one tap away from being able to finish Flixie
oh.
off the rotate. Looking at it, close angle. Here we go. Nice
Oh,
peeks. Downs.
And he's down
Downs
in
Flixie.
Silk
He
Bros.
doesn't
Oh my
know.
god!
Silk
That was
Bros.
incredible.
Holy
Incredible
shit!
smarts there from
Oh
Silk
my
Bros.
god, Silk!
Use the knife to give away the pre-fire and
Oh my
trace
god.
those bullets back to the source of Benny. That is unfortunate for Benny. He got outplayed there by Silk.
Oh, that
Well
was
done.
such a good round. Wow,
Silk
Silk.
Bros' brain, my
His
lord.
brain is big. It is large. He said,
Jeez.
"Boys, we ain't losing this one." Oh my word! That
I
was
thought the
incredible.
round would have been in enemy's
Yes.
favor, as Silk Bros kind of missed out on the opportunity
Yeah,
to
yep.
really, really splice up the round.
Agreed.
However, just comes in and completely turns it around and wins it for Fortress.
God.
That's some pro league.
Yeah.
That's some pro league shit right there.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone use a false melee peek.
Mhm.
There was the point in time where you could melee peek it as a
Mm-hmm.
lean on PC, where you leaned and meleeed to try and it almost like it desynced your camera to your view model, and so your model was standing up straight, but your camera was leaning, so you could get these ghost peeks happening.
Yeah.
Silk Bro's using the reverse of that. He doesn't need the vision to get a look on.
Mhm. He
doesn't
baited Benny into
need
the
vision.
shots. He got the
baited
call.
Benny into the shots.
Benny was low
got
too.
the shots,
Yeah. Benny was very low.
Got the call probably from the last person that Benny killed that
Yeah.
he was low, and then shot through the wall, got the down, still peeked it carefully because he didn't know that the down had happened, and managed to win the round through that. That was. We
Very-
need that clipped.
Very unlucky for Benny, as the intensity of the situation, 4-4,
Yeah.
1v1.
Yeah.
He gets the knife bait, and because of the pressure, he's obviously going to shoot, and Silk Bros just absolutely cleaned him up.
It's a shame because Benny's actually having a very good game, and he nomaded off the right doors. He did everything right, bar the final play. And you got to feel sorry because Benny's actually having a reasonable game. The IQ of Silk Bros, he just ran into the IQ of Silk Bros right there.
Yeah.
Again, it's a silenced pistol. He shoots it with a silencer, so Benny, it doesn't really give Benny the information as to where he is. Oh my word, Weenus is taking an aggressive peek here. Oh my word. Weenus is also.
setting up the
Can we
rotate.
talk about Weenus? Weenus was on 1 or 2 kills in the first 4 rounds. He's on 10 kills now. He's having a huge impact. He's stepping up. He started very slowly like last week, and he's having a monster impact in this game.
The
Winner
Buck,
seems to be one
Yeah.
of those players that ramps up during the
Yeah,
round.
starts low and then yeah.
Needs to go through the gears
Yeah.
and go through the motions to be able to have those impacts on the later rounds. He's one of those players that you do want in those clutch
Oh.
situations later in.
Oh.
Insurgents is going to be trying to find.
PDW? PDW? Interesting.
EDW, that's my preferred gun
Yeah.
on Jackal.
Oh, Couchy.
Couchy is going to fall to
Ooh.
Rayerx very early on, and that's going to be a big
Silk's on the
kick. Silk
DMR
Rose
again.
once again on the DMR.
Can he break the kill record? I think that's what we're thinking about right now. He's going to get 20, I reckon.
I'm not sure, but Exotic does fall to Young Spewy. Also finds Insurgents finding Exotic there. Young Spewy finding second on the
going
ops.
off.
And that's a double for him. He's going absolutely
he's going off.
With Young Spewy finding these kills, I don't know if there's going to be anyone left to push site for Silk Pros to take on.
It's going to be incredibly hard for NME to potentially win this one. Silk Bros again with the long angle with the DMR. Trying to find some damage. Young Spewy on the flank. Does he have a nitro still? No. Or Silk Bros taking a bit of damage there.
Where's the dock? Is there a dock? Heal him.
There is a dock in
needs to
Epic
heal.
Gabba, but he's stuck in Attic. He's not going to be able to cross that without having to take a gunfight.
Splitsy, does Benny know? Benny knows. I think Benny knows.
Nitro goes off.
Benny knows, but Benny doesn't quite know
Benny?
whereabouts.
Benny?
He's not gonna peek it. He's not gonna swing it. But Epic Gabba playing the safe game and not wanting to give away his position, leaving it for later in the round so that he can make a more impactful kill onto the late round.
Oh, Benny.
Young Spewy finding Flixie, and that is the. That
Epic.
is a fantastic cross from Epic Gabba, not giving away his position, not shooting at Benny when he pushed all the way up to the Amaru, but giving the ground falsely so that later in the round he can get the kill onto, I believe that was Ace Rayerx on the Ace, I think.
Yes, indeed.
For the final kill.
This is a good
Just
match.
have had a bit of insight from one of the players from NME. Not particularly happy with the performance of the Jackal, not finding any of the roamers. And apparently 2 of the teammates are cooked up on pre-workout, so they are completely in it.
I've heard that.
My guess
I
is
heard
it would
that's
be Benny.
and Insurgents. I got the same info.
Yeah.
Where are you finding this info?
Benny, if you look in the group chat, Benny may be on some sort of substance killer. I know you're very committed to the cast, but I did have a chance to look at the group chat. Benny may or may not be on some sort of illegal substance without any sort of... I'm trying not to be too obvious here, but Benny's jacked up. Also, and so's Insurgent. But yeah. No wonder they're juiced up for this one. It's 6-4. Let's get into it.
It may seem the Roid Rage isn't completely helping them on their attacks. The final round will Fortress Death be able to close it? I think so.
It's look, I think it almost could be because we've got you on the cast here.
Yep.
Waldog, I think we could be seeing a 7-5.
Yeah.
That is true. However, I may change my mind. With this site, I never liked a castle bathroom because that just gives them a straight alleyway, straight up shower corridor, and then they can hold cross between sites. I always do it with gridlock every single time. As I say, I don't lose this site with gridlock, especially when they castle off bathroom. I'd usually be castling off the window to hold off those peaks from the bus.
Is Benny on castle? Fuck, last time Benny was on castle in the rank game, I was...
bringing the
I'll never forget.
castle. I would more be bringing a mirror instead and holding an extended hold into that bathroom area to try and prevent the control being taken from that small tower side. Doesn't look like they're going mainly to small tower side. Silk Road's finding Flexi on that cap can while still sticking down more of his traps. Very late traps there for him. They have cleared out that bottom site. Insurgents using the Nomad, not Nomad, the Finker to great effect.
So they're going for a complete meeting push. Couchy will pick off Insurgents and gets completely refragged by Reyes. I think I've said that the other way around. It looks like they still have the hard breacher on the board, so they may be trying to go to get that dining. Is that dining?
Couchy is going to be spotted out by the Jackal. Couple of things coming out there. One tag left, but Venus finding Exotic on the prone through the footholes. That's just very unfortunate for NME here, and we could be looking at a 7-4 final if the Ops and Reox can't make something happen in the next 1 minute and 30 seconds. Venus still looking at getting very aggressive off the bomb site. They've got bomb down elsewhere.
Silk Bro is still in a very powerful position roaming around Master Bedroom. And they still, I think they figured out that he's there, but I don't think they have enough time to execute something against him.
They don't have enough time, and they don't have enough soft breach destruction with the death of
Under the he shot him under the castle.
Finding the ops underneath the castle ops, as well as Silk Bros being there to refrag or just frag out if that had not worked. Rayox has got to make something happen, and he finds Venus, so that's the first one. Double kill for Rayox. He's going to have to ace clutch here if he wants to keep NME in it. Still trying to peek that same shield there, not able to break it through it.
Silk's
Silk
gonna
Bros
kill
on
him.
the flank here.
Looking for the 18 kills.
He's about to drop
Will
18.
he get it?
That's GG.
I think yes. That is GG on the table.
No,
Silk Bros! Silk Bros! Silk Bros!
No, Silk,
Rayox
no!
with the triple.
If
That was a
Reyes
bit of a
somehow
whiff, an
manages to win
uncharacteristic
this
whiff
round,
for
Silk Bros will be hating
Silk
himself.
Bros.
Oh, nice.
But they're together,
Oh.
finishing it off.
Silk, no. Not like that.
Silk trying to go for the showmanship, not paying off.
Good game, good game.
Celebrating too early, but after some of those
17
rounds.
bomb. Venus went off. Spewy, a really nice game. That was actually a really nice game.
Very good game, very
yeah,
close game.
very
especially
good
before
game.
the split. But of course, Fortress Death showing their amazing defense skills and just flawlessing enemy.
And that's what it was. They won 3 of their defenses. To be fair, to enemy's credit,
Enemy played very well.
play very well, and especially on their attack, they found those 4 defensive wins. They did push quite well, just not well enough for them to hold or for them to break the fortress of death that is Fortress Death. I really cannot think of another. Name a more aptly named team in this league than Fortress Death. They create a fortress and they provide death to all of their competitors.
He did.
Yeah,
Silk
it
went
really is a
nuclear.
fortress.
Wizard said Silk went nuclear. He certainly did. I have to give a credit to both teams. That was a very close game. Couple individual plays, couple individual rounds here and there. Silk went massive.